giant bore! Oh. Detective Inspector Edward Barrington speaking.
You don't have to do your work voice, dear. It's me.
Oh, hello, love.
Edward father is here and he seems very upset.
Thomas is at the house? What's happened?
Apparently, his employees at the mortuary have all disappeared. He also mentioned something about the attic and strange noises.
All the staff are missing? Put him on, love. I'll talk to him.
He's with little Alice just now, but asked if you could have a look around the mortuary. He says he doesn't want to go back there. It's locked now, but you can use the cellar door. And that if you read his journal, it should explain everything.
I'll go over there right now, love. Don't worry. Shouldn't be long. Give Alice a kiss from me. Bye for now, love.
Bye for now, dear. Please do take care.
Right. I shall need my notebook, my fountain pen, and my pipe. That'll do. My trusty thinking pipe. It's my beloved pipe. Purely decorative. There you are. My handmade 2.5mm piston filler with custom boreskin barrel and gold flexible nib. Nice. I can fill a whole notebook with this little beauty. Found you. Can't take notes without a notebook, eh? That's everything. I'm ready. Well, this all sounds very intriguing. All 3 of Thomas's staff gone missing? Bob, I'm leaving. To the mortuary! Thomas said the front doors would be locked, and that I should be able to get in through the cellar door. There's a wreath. Rest in peace, Miss Ellen. Good evening, miss. The stained glass shows an image of a bird. A wren, I think. It looks nice lit up like that. An eerie green light is coming from the window. That's the parlor. Locked. I can see a table with many chairs around it. Aha! This must be the cellar door. This is my way in. A boot scraper for cleaning muddy shoes before you go inside. And scraped. The door to the chapel, one of the few parts of the mortuary open to the public. apart from now. Very nice. The door to the chapel, one of the few apart from... Amazing. I'm in the wrong line of work. It's very dark inside. I can't see anything. Guess what? Locked. To the west is the cemetery. It's rather sprawling and has a lake in the middle of it. Beyond that is nothing but miles and miles of desolate moors. Locked. Sawdust and wood shavings, swept into a pile. It's pine. It smells nice. Ooh, perfect. These look like blueprints for the manor. It's a board of various woodworking tools. They look old but well maintained. It looks like the hammer is missing. It's a vise, bolted to the workbench. It's a workbench. Thomas actually makes his own coffins. Well, apart from the metal fittings, but still very impressive. His sister, Miss Ellen, would make the linings. I suppose that's all over now. It's a vise, bolted. It's an open coffin. Just about complete by the look of it. It's very well made. I thought the house was supposed to be empty. Ornate wrought iron gates. There's a wine cellar back there. Casks and racks of bottles. But it's locked. For now. I can't get in here for now, but it looks very interesting. oil lantern. It's a dark night tonight. This may be useful. There's a little bit of oil in it, but it's missing a wick. I'll bring it along anyway. An oil lantern. There's a little bit of oil left, unusable as it is. It's a pile of coal for the furnace, poured into the cellar from a chute in the wall. I once got into an argument with a furnace. Things got heated. Hello? Anyone home? Nothing. All right then. If I were a missing person, where would I be? There's a letter. It's from Thomas. It says, "Stan, where are you? Where are any of you? I've waited for as long as I can, but I'm not staying in this house another minute. I'm going to stay with my daughter. Please contact me there as soon as you see this." Thomas's staff apparently disappeared one by one. With everyone still missing, this is evidence. I'll leave it here. The plot thickens. Right. First order of business. Head to Thomas's office. He said I should read his journal. It's time to begin. It's locked. It's the front doors. They are locked at the moment, as there is a wreath on the outside. To pay respects to Miss Ellen. May she rest in peace. Locked. It's the parlor, unused since Thomas's sister Ellen passed away. It was her seance room and psychomantium. Absolute poppycock, of course. But she swore by it all. Bless her. But hang on. It's all lit up in there. That's odd. Ooh, Egypt. Thomas must have had a hard time keeping on top of things with no help left in the house. Nice photographs. A bit cobwebby. There's a storm coming. It will be raining later for sure. I'm glad I'm inside. Kind of. There's a strong nautical theme in this house. I approve. A fine vessel. Splendid craftsmanship. Let's have a closer look. It seems there are some pieces missing from this model. 5 pieces by the look of it. This is where the helm should be. The rowboat should go here. One of the cannons is missing. There should be a capstan here, I think. This is definitely where the anchor goes. Oddly familiar. What's this? One of the chairs has been knocked over, and there is an unfinished meal on the table. I'll leave everything as it is. It's evidence. Ah, lovely. Cozy. Toasty. Warm as puppy bellies. Okay, back to it. Another locked door. Who locks their kitchen? Thomas must have been worried about something. What's going on here? The house extends to the west, shrouded in fog. In the distance, I can just make out part of the cemetery. Very artistic. Miss Ellen's fortune-telling paraphernalia. By all accounts, she was rather good at it. If you believe that sort of thing, that is. It's glass with a light behind it. This is the door to Miss Ellen's winter garden. I remember it being very beautiful. The winter garden, I mean, not the door. Although the door is very nice too. Anyway, hopefully it still is. Still beautiful, I mean. The garden, that is, not the door. It's signed Frederick Rojas. It's locked. I think this leads to the upper walkway of the glass house. My beautiful wife, Mary. I don't know what I ever did to deserve her. It's Thomas. Don't worry, old chap. I'm on the case. I don't have a suit of armor in my house. I wonder if he reads them all, or if they're just for show. An old painting of a ship in very stormy seas. There are sailors struggling in the waves. It's uncomfortable to look at. Yikes! Possibly the scariest thing in the whole house. No offense, madam. A photograph of a stone tower. It says St. Catherine's Oratory. There's a note pinned to this door. It says, "Could you take a look at the window in the closet, please? The lock is actually missing. Do you know anything about it? We should keep this door locked at all times until you get a chance to fix it. I'm worried that someone might get up on the roof and be able to break in. Thomas." Let's see. It's locked, all right. If I can get to the window of this closet from the outside, I can find out what's behind this door. Locked. It's a note. It ends... This door is... Formidable forehead. A dandy fop, if ever there was one. When this is all over, I'm coming back with a feather duster. Very stern-looking gentleman. He looks like my old schoolmaster, the old coot. Marvelous monocle. I can hear the air softly breathing through this vent. It's rather eerie, and for some reason, makes me feel sad. It's the stairs to the attic. I suspect a gust of wind blew the door shut and then locked it. Still locked. Perhaps I can find another way in. There's a small balcony outside with iron railings. Beyond that should be the crematorium. But it's all just fog. Just the wind, I guess? Drafty. The entire house is surrounded by fog. Ominous. Below, I can see the glass house, and beyond that, the cemetery. I believe that's Great Uncle Crazy Eyes Woolsey. Sadly institutionalized for public indecency. Exemplary mutton chops, though. A photograph of Thomas and his colleagues. That's him on the left. Friday, the 11th of November, 1910. Thomas's journal. He said this would explain everything. Let's see.
Unexplainable happenings have increased. Lizanne and Sadie have both disappeared without a trace. I fear they may have been victims of these infernal spirits. My darling granddaughter Alice is refusing to return to Hollow Lane Manor. The poor thing saw something that terrified her. The picture she drew for me is very disturbing. But there's something else. I think she has seen something more. Something other than a ghost. I know every expression on her little face, and there's definitely something she's not telling me. Now, to make matters worse, my assistant, Stan, has vanished too. He has the cemetery gates key. Without that key, there are areas of the mortuary complex I simply cannot access. So, it is of the utmost importance that I find him soon. I have no idea what's happening here. I am constantly surrounded by whispering, and there are strange sounds coming from the attic. Right now, sitting at my desk, I can hear the door handle rattling from all the way across the landing. The whole manor has taken on an entirely different atmosphere. I don't like this at all. I wish my dear sister Ellen was still with us. God rest her soul. She would know what is happening. I don't know what to do. I am entirely at a loss. Missing people, unnerving supernatural events, and now, physical attacks. Last night, something unseen pushed me from my chair during my supper in the dining hall. I can't endure another night in this house. I'm leaving. I know exactly who can help me get to the bottom of all this.
Infernal spirits? Nonsense. I think poor Thomas has been in this creepy old house for too long. It's easy to let yourself get carried away, late at night, imagining that you see something out of the corner of your eye. Jumping at the slightest... Ah! Hello?
Edward.
Thomas! Good God, man. What's going on in this place?
I'm sorry, Edward. You wouldn't have believed me. Did you read my journal yet?
Ghosts, Thomas? I mean, really.
Edward, please, believe me. There is something happening there. Something unnatural. I need your help.
I will help you all I can, Thomas, of course. I'll take a look around. Call me again later.
I will. Thank you. Edward, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story.
That's quite all right. I'll just treat this as a missing persons case. Leave it with me.
You're a true friend, Edward. Look in the roll-top desk next to you. You will find the mansion key. It should help you on your way. Good luck. I will pray for you.
Don't worry about a thing, old chap. Bye for now. Call me later.
Please, take care. Bye for now.
He's so dramatic. I need Thomas's mansion key before I continue. I have the key. Progress. Back to the action. don't want to stand here again. This door is locked. The mansion key is no use here. Locked. The mansion key unlocked it. I can see a big tree outside. Beyond that, I can just about make out the crematorium. It's very foggy out there. I can also see a narrow ledge leading around the outside of the building. I hope that's not foreshadowing or anything. Please let everyone be all right. It's Thomas's bed. It's another one of several model ships in this house. This one is very detailed. Beautiful work. It's a rock, being used as a paperweight. It's a very nice rock. Looks heavy and kind of sparkly. I can see why Thomas likes it. Well, for some reason I have a rock now. Smashing. It's a hefty rock. It's an impressive painting of a castle. I believe this is somewhere in Scotland. It's probably full of clothes or blankets. I'll leave it alone. I always thought that calling it the fireplace is such lazy naming. It's the usual poker, brush, tongs and shovel. The hearth is very clean and tidy. It's about 1 minute fast. It's an old map of the world. The lamp is beautiful. I believe these are individually handmade and imported across the Atlantic Ocean. Might be quite valuable one day. It's a skull on a doily. That about sums this place up. Adorable. Bunny slippers. Classic, but not my size. Trip hazard. It's Steve. That's what happens when you let the child name the pet. Hello, Steve. Keeping busy? Nice net. That might come in handy. I'm just going to borrow your net, okay? It's a drawing of the hallway outside this room. It appears to be the first clue to a treasure hunt. It says, "Dear Grandad, I have made a treasure hunt for you. Start from outside my bedroom door and follow the arrows. You will need some more batteries for my purple light because they have run out. I love you, Alice. Oxo, oxo, oxo." A treasure hunt, eh? I didn't see any arrows outside. Hello again. Mesmer. Well, it's a rather smart-looking electric pocket light. Although this one seems to have been modified. It has a purple lens that says Wood's Glass around the edge. I've never seen one like this before. It has no batteries. I'll just leave it here for now. A very lovely rocking horse. Perhaps just a quick... Nah. A ballerina marionette. It looks very expensive. It was a gift to Alice from her great-aunt Ellen, I believe. A painting of a house. It says Rose Cottage above the door. Alice is quite the artist. Alice painted this for Miss Ellen to hang in her room. Miss Ellen asked if some flowers could be added. As I recall, she was very particular about the colours. Nice. A kaleidoscope. I love these things. Ooh. I'll put it back. Very nice. A bit skeleton-y for a child, though, Thomas. Good heavens. It's the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Alice was named after the young girl from that book. A covered mirror, a mourning tradition. Superstition, really. It's said that after someone dies in a house, all mirrors should be covered for 7 days, so the soul of the deceased won't see its own reflection, and then not be able to pass on to the other side. It's been a lot longer than 7 days. Perhaps Thomas doesn't want to uncover it just yet. It's a silver hairpin. A hairpin. Time period appropriate coins. That's the most amazing photograph I have ever seen. I mean, these photos are nice, but that other one, wow. A scrubbing brush. It looks nice and new. The window is made of rolled glass. I can't see much of anything outside except darkness and the ubiquitous fog. A small statue of the goddess Hebe, I believe. Why do I always feel the urge to touch everything? Swan of those days. Lovely warm towels.